Welcome along to Norwood, Massachusetts. We're just outside of Boston, and it is a fantastic setting for their first in a series of 6 ISU Grand Prix events. As always, Skate America kicks things off. We're in the perfect venue, the home of the Skating Club of Boston. And it's a fabulous arena, just a couple of years old. It's a 3-pad facility here, but the centerpiece is the Tenley Albright Performance Center, and that is the venue for Skate America over the next 3 days.
So Alexa and Brandon will be our final skaters in tonight.
Well, it's a state-of-the-art arena, as you can see, 2,500 seats. And it's going to be an intimate affair, that's for sure, which should bode well for some great performances and a superb atmosphere over the 3 days. We've got the pairs short program coming up in a few minutes' time, and that'll be followed by the men's short program in about an hour and a half. They're the 2 events taking place today. Looking ahead to tomorrow, we've got the start of the ice dancers in the afternoon around 2:40 local time. The rhythm dance, that's followed by the women and their short program, and then the medals decided tomorrow in the pairs and the men's event. And then looking ahead to Sunday, it's the free dance and the women's free, followed by the gala. And these shots give you a real indication just to how intimate this venue is. That's the lineup for this pairs short program. 8 teams participating, as always, in the Grand Prix. And it is a seeded draw, and you can see there the reigning world champions, Alexa Knierim and Brandon Fraser of the USA, will be last to skate. But before that, some fine pair teams for sure. The 8 teams split into 2 groups. There'll be 2 warm-ups. And we're just about ready to get things underway here now. It is a sellout. And they are the officials for this short program. Great to see the judges' flags there.
Let's meet the officials for the pairs short program event.
So to the
representing the International Skating Union, please welcome the ISU representative, Pat St. Peter. Also representing the ISU, please welcome the referee of the event, Albert Zaidman. The panel of judges. Judge number 1 from the United States of America, Stephen Sue. Judge number 2 from Germany, Tobias Bayer. Judge number 3 from Mexico, Ariadna Morones Negrete. Judge number 4 from Italy, Massimo Orlandini. Judge number 5 from Canada, Andrew Bosco. Judge number 6 from the Netherlands, Tineke Posno. Judge number 7 from Sweden, Susanna Sjöqvist. Judge number 8 from Lithuania, Laimute Krauzhenye. Judge number 9 from Estonia, Zana Kulik. Welcome the technical panel, the technical controller, Deborah Noyes. The technical specialists, Whitney Gaynor and Marie Arai.
So there they are, your panel of judges for this first event here in Skate America. Just looking ahead, next week it's Skate Canada in Mississauga. Then the week after that, we hop across to Europe, to France, the Grand Prix de France in Angers. Then hop across the channel to England for MK John Wilson Trophy. First time that England have hosted a Grand Prix. That'll be followed by the NHK Trophy in Sapporo, Japan, and the last of the Grand Prix will be the Grand Prix of Espoo in Espoo, Finland. Of course, all roads lead to the Grand Finals. That's what everybody is aiming for. They will be on the 8th of December in Torino, Italy. So skaters take to the ice now for this pair's short program. 18 split into two groups.
From Sweden, Greta Crawford and John Crawford.
To get us underway, it'll be Greta and John Crawford. These two are twins. Got quite a story, I'll tell you about that in a minute. Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier for Canada will be second to go. Then two American teams. Maria Makova and Ivan Mokov, brother and sister team. And last to go, Valentina Plazas and Maximiliano Fernandez. So off they go on their warm-up. So a look at the Swedish team here warming up, and what a story these two have had. They relocated to the USA back in 2009, but these two missed the whole of last season and all the events leading up to this event. In fact, because poor Greta broke her kneecap and she had her last surgery beginning of September. They only got back on the ice in September. So you can imagine they haven't had the best preparation by any stretch of the imagination for this season. We wish them all the very best of luck here. This, I can imagine, will very much be a work in progress. This competition for them was the Nebelhorn Trophy at the beginning of last season. They finished in 14th place. They look pretty relaxed. Good to see them smiling there. It's the warm-up, a chance for the skaters to get into the ice, soak up the atmosphere, get a feel of the ice surface. Loads of elevation there on that throw double salco. That will be a triple when it comes to the program. A throw triple loop scheduled. 7 elements in this short program. Then we had a twist lift, a throw, as we've already seen. And they're sticking with the salco, and there's the triple salco. Good girl. Had to work hard to make it stick there, but stick it did. So next up it'll be the Canadian team of Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier. These two are competing in their first senior Grand Prix. Competed in the Challenger Series event in Lake Placid this year, where they finished in 5th place. These two have competed in the Junior World Championships as well. Back in 2020, where they finished in 14th place. Train in Rosemere in Quebec City. And then to the first of the two American teams in this opening group. Ilya Makova and Ivan Mokov. Real family affair, this brother and sister team, and they're coached by their dad as well. Must be very proud. Need to shake the cobwebs away with that throw triple toe there. That's scheduled to be their second element in the program. And then last to go in the opening group, mounting a plazas. Oh yes, very nice. And Maximiliano Fernandez of the USA. These two competed in Espoo, where they finished in 5th place this year. Had a pretty busy season. Bronze medalists in the John Nicks Pairs Challenge in New York, and they won the bronze too in Lake Placid. The International Classic there. Training Canton, Michigan now. So they can see it is a sellout for every event here.
Competitors, there is 1 minute remaining in your warm-up.
And you see just how close the audience are to the ice here. It really does make for a fabulous atmosphere. People in the front row can almost touch the skaters as they go past. Six-minute warm-up as always. Setting up the twist. Almost running out of room there. This is an Olympic-size arena, 60 meters by 30 meters. And you can see these teams using every inch of the surface. A few last-minute words there, just planning things out.
Competitors, your warm-up has ended.
And that is the end of
Leave the ice.
So now down to the nitty-gritty.
They represent Sweden. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ice, Revan Crawford and John Crawford.
So here they are, the twins from Gothenburg in Sweden, Greta and John Crawford. Remember, they've only been back training for this event for just over a month. Wish them all the very best of luck. Fixed You by Coldplay, the music.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in rivers, and the tears come streaming down your face.
It's only a double twist, but it was as clean as a whistle. Loads of elevation on that.
You can't replace. When you love someone, it goes away.
And she makes the landing stick on that throw triple salto. Again, amazing height and length. There's the side-by-side jumps, the double flip. Oh, well done. Well, what a platform that is to build from. And there she is, Alyona Savchenko, who coaches these two in Heerenveen in the north of Holland. And she must be so proud. Just imagine, these two only had a month to get themselves back together. Greta here didn't start skating again until September of this year. That is literally no time to get your skating legs back and get your timing going, but very well done. Yes, there were mistakes in the program, but what a place to start from. And as you can see there, Alyona pleased as punch with that performance, and rightly so. Yeah, they were a little bit out of sync on the combination spin, and footwork looked a little ragged in places. But when you imagine the lack of preparation that they've had for this Grand Prix, I think they've done themselves mighty proud. Look at the space they've got in that double twist. He caught it beautifully. Here's the throw triple salto. Lovely elevation, and she spotted the landing perfectly. A little bit of a wobble on the way out, but straight into a transition, which will be looked upon kindly by the judging panel. Here you can see just got it out of sync as they change feet on the combination spin. First part of the spin was good. Let's see if we stay with it. You can see he stepped a little early, or she was late, one of the two, and in different directions, so they're completely out of sync here. And that will be reflected in the grade of execution, the GOE that the judges will give for that element. Difficult lift is being reviewed. All the teams have to perform this Group 5 reverse lasso lift, and it is a tricky one. A required element in this pair short. As is the back inside death spiral. Well, I think they can be mighty pleased with that. Well done, guys. So their best short program score is a 48.87. They got that in the Nebelhorn Trophy last year, 48.28, so almost a personal best. And when you consider what they've been through, that really is a stellar start to their season. Well done, guys.
Competing on behalf of Canada, let's welcome now Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier.
So this is the first of two Canadian teams participating here in Skate America. Kellyanne Lauren and Lucas Etier. And their music for this short program, All Right Now by Superhuman. Oh yes, lost a lot of speed, but amazing elevation on that twist. Big setup into the side-by-side jumps, the triple saltos, but cleanly landed.
There she stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, is this some baby, maybe she's in need of a dream. I said, hey, what's your name, baby?
Love the ice coverage in that. Oh, yes! No hesitation on the throw, triple Salchow. Just a little bit out of sync on that combination spin at the end there. Seemed to tick all the boxes as far as the levels were concerned, but they're going to lose a little bit on the grade of execution on that. And, not a bad performance at all by these two, Kelly and Lucas from Canada. Beaming smiles, and rightly so. In case you're scratching your heads and wondering what the little red boxes are up on the top left-hand corner of the screen as the skaters are skating, that doesn't mean that the element that the skaters have done is illegal or they're not going to get a score for it. It just means that the GOE, the grade of execution for that particular element, is a negative one. So the judges have deemed it not to be as good as it could be. If you see a green light, they've got a positive GOE, which of course is exactly what the skaters are looking for.
Let's just get you up in up here. So if you guys want a water, just grab one.
Mr. Slipchuk there. He looks pleased with how the campaign has started here for the Canadian team. Let's look back at some of the highlights, and lovely elevation. He seemed to get the arms down there. You can see a little bit of a wobble on the landing of that triple twist, a level 2 for that. There's those side-by-side triple Salchows. Just drifted apart a little. So rotation was good, that was key. Such a great entry, and I love the ice coverage on this. So easy to get your weight over the front of the skate when you're going backwards, and you can lose a lot of speed. But, it really did keep that lift going well. Beautiful entry into this back inside death spiral, and I thought this was a great position as well. Only level 2 for that, but they did get the thumbs up from the judges. That's important. So where will they have them? 50.48 is their best score. 52.59, so they'll be pleased with that. That's their best score. So you can see they're into the lead by, what, just over 4 points. Thumbs up from Lucas. Well done.
The United States of America. Welcome, please, Maria Mahova and Ivan Boko.
So 2 American teams back to back now, and it's a brother and sister duo here, Maria Mokova and Ivan Mokov. Maliguena, the music. scene well with that step sequence, picking out the nuances in the music very well indeed. Now flying into those side-by-side triple toes, but mistake there from Maria. Oh, that was tight on rotation. That was the triple twist. Now they need this. And that looked as though it could have been short. Was that right foot fully rotated on the triple toe? Well, they made it to the end. It was not the performance they were looking for, I would imagine. A little rough around the edges, and you can see some of those elements getting negative GOEs. In fact, 3 out of the 7 getting a positive GOE. That was the step sequence, the death spiral, and that combo spin at the end. Loved the concept of the program, starting off with the footwork, particularly when you choose a piece of music as powerful as Malaguena. You've got to set the tone. And I don't know what your thoughts are. Perhaps they went in and out of the character a little bit through the program. It's very, very difficult when you've got all those technical elements to achieve, to be able to stay in character. But that's the risk you take when you choose a piece of music like that. Just looking down, yeah, that triple toe. Here you see slip, that was short on rotation. You see she didn't get the weight over that right foot at all. So that gets an under rotation. She made it there. You can see a double-footed landing on the twist. I'd love to see the throw again. Here's that throw, triple toe. Yeah, cleanly landed. Love the speed across the ice from these two, and it's so impressive when you can maintain that speed through the lift. He made that look easy, and I can tell you that reverse lasso is a difficult one, and made them all the more complicated by the intricacies of the dismounts. So their season's best 54.65.
Maria Volkova and Ivan Volkov of the United States have earned in the short program
49.21. That goes into, they go into second place. You can see they're not thrilled with that, and that is the importance of the quality of the elements, the grade of execution. They're really telling the story. So to our last team in this first flight here, and staying with Team USA, it is Valentina Plazas and Maximiliano Fernandez. A bit of West Side Story from them. Cleanly caught on that twist. Now side-by-side jumps. Oh, what a shame, down on the double axel. And same story on the throw triple loop. Well, I've got to say, I love the choice of music from these two. In my view, it's so important to pick a piece of music that suits the style of skating, and that ticked all the boxes for me. The lovely softness and flow across the ice. A joy to watch, just a shame she didn't nail those jumps. Down on the double axel, down on the throw triple loop as well. Importantly, she made the rotation on both of the throws. There's no under rotation or downgrade for that, but of course the grade of execution will be negative, and only a base value on that lift at the end as well. That will hurt them a little bit. But I've got to say, I love the performance. Jim Peterson greeting them at the boards. He'll be disappointed with the mistakes on the two side-by-side jumps. But so much to admire. Here's the double axel. Just watch her. Does she make the rotation? Yes, she does, but a little bit of swing on the way in. And it makes it very, very difficult to control. Then, was this a lack of confidence? She looked to be over the right side. Maybe that right arm, right shoulder didn't quite come through enough to make a square for the landing. But who knows, if she'd done the double axel at the beginning, maybe she'd have nailed the throw. But that smile never left her face all the way through the program. It was a joy to watch. There's the entry into that back inside death spiral, which they get a level 3 for. Love the lines in the combination spin. Unison not bad at all. Ticked all the boxes as far as the levels were concerned in the spin. Got level 4 for that. A little ungainly on the way out. But one of the few ungainly moments in the program. Love the concept. Just a shame about those two mistakes. So their season's best is 60.40. They're not going to get close to that. 47.32. It's fourth place out of the four that we've had so far, and really they couldn't have expected much more than that with those two big errors. So that's how it stands at the halfway point here in this pair's short program. So that's the current standings. 4 of the 8 teams have gone. Remember, it is a seeded draw, so the higher ranked teams set to go in this second warm-up. So here they come. Teams from Germany, Italy, Canada, and the USA. Letitia Rocha and Louis Schuster, 19th in the European Championships. They'll be first to go, the German team. Italian second, Anna Valesi and Manuel Piazza. So to the second of the Canadian teams, Diana Stella Dudek and Maxime Deschamps. Big cheer for these two. Fantastic. Alexa Kaneram and Brandon Frazier, the world champions, will be last to go. So there's confirmation of how the skaters will go in this second and final group. And everybody with their eyes firmly fixed on Alexa and Brandon, as you can imagine. Sometimes when you're watching on the TV, you can't quite get a feel for how fast these teams go across the ice, but I can tell you they are motoring, particularly when they're warming up, as you could sort of see from that wider angle there. So Letitia Rocha and Louise Schuster come here after a good skate in the Finlandia Trophy, where they finished in 4th place. They competed in the European Championships at the beginning of this year, where they finished in 19th place. These two who were skating as juniors last season, so a big step up here, and what experience for them, and what an achievement for them to be in this final group. Letitia and Louis, the junior national champions of Germany, and they have been for the last 3 years. Second to go will be Anna Valesi and Manuel Piazza. A little bit of a struggle there on the solo jump. This Italian team finished 4th in their national championships last year. Just going through the timing of the jumps, they worked with Andrei Hotorek in Bergamo. Had a busy season so far. Started off with a runner-up spot in Oberstdorf, where they skated well. Bronze medalists in the Lombardia Trophy in Bergamo, and bronze medalists in Tayside Trophy in Dundee too. The penultimate team will be the Canadians, His team finished just off the podium at the Four Continents Championships last year, finished in 4th place there. Just had one event this season to prepare themselves for the Grand Prix Series, the Nebelhorn Trophy in Oberstdorf, where they skated really well and won the gold medal. You can see the elevation that they get is quite incredible. But here are the team of the moment, Alexa and Brandon, looking very, very relaxed. The reigning world champions. Doesn't that sound good? First pair skaters from the USA to win the world title since Ty Babaloni and Randy Gardner back in 1979. And I have to say I'm old enough to remember that. In fact, I was there. Looking very poised, very confident, an air of sophistication surrounds Alexa and Brandon now. Just taking everything in their stride. Into the closing stages of this 6-minute warm-up. German team will just have to take it easy now. They'll be first to go. So just to remind you, it's the Germans first, then the Italians, then the Canadians, and last to go, Alexa and Brandon for the USA. Cheers, Alexa. Woof. I was going to say looking very calm and relaxed, but that was a dicey moment for sure. Just going through the double toe. So that's it, warm up over now. Four teams to go in this pairs short program.
They represent Germany. Ladies and gentlemen, here are Letizia Rocher and Luis Schuster.
So these two coached by Ingo Steuer and Robin Solkowy in Chemnitz, Germany. And the German junior national champions, we wish them well here. Music in the air tonight. And the skating from Letizia Rocher and Louis Schuster. Very clean on the twist. Double-footed landing, I think, on the throw triple salco. Took a long look into that double axel. That'll be reviewed again. A bit of a dicey landing there. Well, a lot to be proud of for Letitia and Louis there.
From Germany.
A little bit of a dicey moment on that last element, the combination spin. They got the level 3 for it, but you could see he got a huge back outside edge on the back foot. The last part of the spin did well to keep the momentum going. Didn't lose too much for that. One of the highlights, the lift. Level 4, 7.5 points for that element alone. And as we already identified, that reverse lasso lift, a pretty tricky one. It's Group 5 lift. Technical panel just reviewing some of the elements in the program, and a chance for us to look back some of the highlights. Got his arms down nicely there. Level 2 on the triple twist. Here's the throw. Does that foot touch on the landing? You see clearly there a double-footed landing, but she made the rotation, so losing around a point on the grade of execution. Now, was this rotated, this double axel? It's got to be clean. I reckon that was in the last quarter. Looking down, yeah, they've given it a Q, which means it's inside the last quarter of rotation. So you get the base value for the jump, but the grade of execution has to go down. And the consequences of that, they've lost nearly a point on that element. This, without a doubt, one of the highlights for me. Technical panel really giving it the thumbs up. Back inside death spiral. He did really well keeping the momentum going here. See how deep he is into that pivot. And she's nice and low. Really keeping the tension all the way through the spiral. Really fast in this cannonball position. The first part of this sit spin, you can see a little bit out of sync. So they're going to lose a bit on the grade of execution there, but not too much damage done on that element. So their personal best is 59.21. In fact, it's a season's best for them as well. So 54.87, that's good enough to put them into first place. That's probably their allotted slot. They'll be pleased with that. The question is, can they stay there? Can they stave off the challenge from the Italians and Canadians and the world champions who are still to go? Well, we'll get some answers to that question here. Team who finished 4th in the Italian National Championships last year. Bronze medalists in Tayside in Dundee this season. This is Anna Velesi and Manuel Piazza from Italy. Music from La La Land. Solid enough start. Looks a bit short on rotation on the triple salco from Anna. Technical panel will surely have a look at that again. Oh, what a shame. Made the rotation. That was the throw triple flip. Well, they finished right on the B of the bang there. But I just fear one or too many mistakes to challenge the leaders. But we'll have to see. Remember, it's 54.87, the leading score at the moment from the German team. The Canadians in second with 52.59. And these two would have to get a season's best to even get themselves into second place. I don't think that's going to happen with that performance. So technical panel now reviewing some of those elements. The triple Salchow will be good to look at again. It was definitely under-rotated, but by how much? If it's in the last quarter of rotation, you get a Q and you still get your base value. If you're in that last half of rotation, then you get an under-rotation, and the base value of the element goes down. And if you're more than half a turn under-rotated, then it's a downgrade. So basically, you get the base value of the double Salchow instead of the triple Salchow. I don't think it was that bad, but hopefully in these replays we'll get a chance to have a look. A little bit scrappy on the catch there, that resulting in a negative grade of execution on that element. But quickly back into the program now. Watch her on this. Yeah, that is definitely under-rotated, so it's more than a quarter, and that's exactly what the technical panel have decided. Down on the throw, triple flip, which was a shame because she made the rotation there. And there's not the speed that we've seen from some of the other skaters, but goodness me, the change of direction, very difficult indeed. That's helping with the levels, getting a level 4 for that lift. Death Spiral 2, it's time to get down. Just a level 2 on that. So just a reminder, 54.87 they need or more to go into the lead. Not going to get that. 49.93, enough to put them in third place at this stage, in behind the Canadians, but ahead of the American team. And you can see there really is nothing in it between third and fourth place.
Representing Canada, please welcome now to the ice, Diana Stoller-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps.
So 2 teams to go. The second of the Canadian teams on the ice now. Team that finished 4th in the 4 continents. They've got a tango for us in this short program. We wish them well. Dina Stoller-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps. Exquisite on the triple twist. And right on the money on the side-by-side triple toes. Love the traveling threes going into that. Next element could define this performance. And she makes it. Beautiful knee bend on the throw triple loop. It was a cracker. Oh, yes. What a response. And that is great to see. Remember, you're at Skate America. We're in Boston. And the American world champions are next to go. But this crowd here, so appreciative of that performance. Gives you goosebumps, doesn't it? I loved it. And the great thing is we really do have a competition on our hands now. They've put the pressure on the Americans. They've thrown down the gauntlet. They could not have skated that program any better at all. That smile won't leave his face for a while. Absolutely sensational. Well, these two, they've only competed in one event this year. It was the Neville Horn Trophy. They won that. And they've come here and really exuding confidence. I said travelling threes into that. They're really like slip mohawks, aren't they? Apologies for that. But a beautiful side-by-side triple toes they were. Loved the expression. Just a real air of sophistication all the way through the program. Almost accelerating through the lift. Difficult dismount, made it look easy. And look at the height, see how she had to get right down into that right knee to hang on to that landing. Quality was sensational, and then straight back into working on that second score, that component score. Unison on the side-by-side spin. It really does not get much better than that. Thank you very much, Dina and Maxim. Job well done. Now, 68.08 is their best score. That's their personal best and their season's best. Got that in the Neville Horn Trophy this year, but I've got a sneaky feeling they're going to surpass that. Let's see. Oh, yes, 73.05. Every picture tells a story. Magnificent. Well done, judges, for going with that. And these two shoot into the lead. And what's more important is they throw down the gauntlet to the world champions who are next. A rousing reception. Let's hope they didn't watch that performance from the Canadians. We wish them well here. Great to see them in the first Grand Prix of the season. Alexa Canarum and Brandon Frazier. Separate ways, the music. done. Triple twist. Side-by-side jumps coming up now. A little bit out of sync, but they make them. Just a beautiful running edge coming out of that throw triple flip. Well, real intensity to that performance, and you can see technically the score just nipping ahead of the Canadians. I fancy they've done enough there, but I've got to say that Dina and Maxim really did give them a run for their money. Just looked a little nervy to me, and you can understand it. This is the first competition of the season for Alexa and Brandon. What a way to start. Todd Sand greeting them at the door. Who coaches them in Irvine, California. A magnificent facility there. So they need 73.06 or more to take the lead. Here's that triple toe loop. You can see she was a little bit tight on the knee on the landing of that. Just got went a little bit over that bottom toe pick, but the important thing was it was rotated and she made it stick, and this was beautiful, wasn't it? Look at the running edge coming out of that straight into the transitions of the program. Loved the way they kept the intensity going all the way through. So the footwork there, not as smooth as he would have liked. Just looking down, the technical panel have reviewed the triple toe loop, and they've given that a Q, so that's the only element I think that's going to get a negative grade of execution there. Remember, it does get the base value, but they've lost, what, nearly a point, 0.84 on that one element. I don't really think it's going to have an impact. The component scores are good, just 3 component scores this season. They They really are fighters, these two. And it felt that at some points that was a bit of a fight. But there you go, 75.19. And they are firmly in the lead. Well, by just over a couple of points. And there's confirmation of how they stand at the end of the pair's short program. So that's it. There's how it stands for the 8 teams. The USA topping and tailing it. But for me, I've got to say one of the highlights was Dina and Maxim. What a performance they gave. In second place at the moment, but it does make for a great free program tomorrow.
Journey that they were on winning first place in the short program. Enjoy those 2 months. Deanna Stiletto-Dudek, Maxime Deschamps, right behind them, just a couple of points, and this are 18 points back. Just
a reminder, the free skate tomorrow at 7:15 local time. So there's a short break now, and the ice will be resurfaced in preparation for the start of the men's campaign, the men's short program. You won't want to miss that. We'll be back in, about 20 minutes or so. Join us then if you can.
voicemails, but I hope you're doing great. I wish I was with you. You are so